guys! Welcome back to Cody's Crafting Corner, where we have craftings and corners aplenty and who's its and what's its galore. First, I want to give a shout out to Paul Milliken with Good Day Atlanta, who invited me to come on and talk about what we do with the Aurora Digital series and here on Cody's Crafting Corner, and I just want to say thank you for including us in what you do. I don't know about you guys, but my canvas supply is starting to dwindle, so I thought we'd change it up a little bit and do some paper marbling today. So what you're gonna need is a shallow tray, some soapy water, a couple fine point brushes, some ink, and a beverage of your choice. Okay, so for starters, you're gonna take your brush and you're gonna dip it in some, or load it with some soapy water. So you're just gonna dip it in, I just have a little cup right here. And I just use some regular dish soap and some water. And then you're gonna put the other one in some ink. I am trying out this precarious camera angle, so if it doesn't work, I appreciate your patience. Okay, so with your paintbrush that's dipped in ink, you're just going to touch it very lightly to the tip of the water, and then you're gonna press it with your dish soap afterwards. And you're gonna do that a couple of times before you really notice a difference. All we're doing is alternating strokes, so when you touch the tip of the water, it releases ink, and then the dish soap disperses it in that radial pattern. This is one of those projects that the more you do it, like the more rings you add and the more alternating circles you make, the better and more intricate the design's gonna be. Good thing we have a lot of time on our hands. If you notice that the ink is getting a little light, or if you feel like there isn't a lot of movement in your dish soap, feel free to reload your brushes. Okay, let's see where we are with this one. So you're gonna take your paper and you're gonna let it bow just slightly in the middle and drop it straight down into the water and then gently release it. Let it sit till it's all saturated. And then carefully just lift it up. Here we have a pretty basic print. If you leave it in this natural shape, it makes sort of a nice sort of like wood ring kind of look. But you can move around the marbling and you can add different colors. And so we're gonna explore some of that now. For this next one, we're gonna try two different ink colors, a blue and a black. There's no rules that say you can only do one ring, so let's start playing around, adding some multiple forms. And here is how our two-color print came out. Keep in mind that every breath that you take and every word that you say creates dozens of little tiny vibrations, which affects the ink that's floating on top of your water. And that's not to inhibit you from speaking or breathing. It's to remind you that each print that you make is like a little fingerprint or like snapshot picture of where you were today, of the vibrations of your breath, or the vibrations of your voice. And I just think that's like the coolest thing. So usually cleanup is the least fun part of a craft, but with this, it's definitely the best part. So if you have some spare computer paper and some fine point paintbrushes around, I encourage you to try your own Suminagashi print and just check out where you are today. What does your breath look like? What does your words look like? And take it in. Thanks, guys.